simple sentence. So if I say, what's
Sure.
the one best thing about AIM? You say, the one best thing about AIM is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
I've done
I
this
know you
drill.
know the trick,
Yeah.
but making sure.
So the first thing is we can just get a say and spell your name, your title, and the company that you work for.
Okay. I'm Josh Barney. It's Joshbarney, and I work for the University of Virginia Health System as a senior public relations specialist.
I think that spelling out loud is the hard part.
It is.
Now you're on a roll.
Uh-huh. Picking up speed.
Yeah, all right. So you've been coming to AIM for a few years now. When you think about AIM, what are some of the key words that come to mind? What are some of the most valuable things about AIM for you?
I would say the most valuable things about AIM for me are the chances to interact with my colleagues, see what they're doing, hear about their successes, hear about things that haven't worked so well. And it's a chance to learn and grow by talking to other people who are experiencing the same things that we're experiencing.
Talk a little bit about some of the things that you've learned maybe this morning in the education session. Were there, excuse me, one or two ideas that struck you as confirming something you're already doing, or changing your mind about something? What are some of the key takeaways from the education this morning?
I have to say I really like the quality metrics, how we've talked a lot about how we actually measure success. I have thought it was very interesting how we discussed how we could enrich physician liaison visits to see physicians, how that can be more than just a chance to hand out a brochure. It sort of sets the tone for the whole dialogue with the people we're trying to reach. So I thought it's been very informative, and it's certainly a big shift from the AIM I knew just 3 years ago.
How would you describe the shift in what we're doing here?
It's changed so dramatically. It's been amazing to see. I feel like we're on a whole nother tier, that we're light years away from where we started at. In that, like when I first started coming, there was a lot of discussion about very, I don't want to use the word simple, but very practical matters, such as what pages look best with, say, 1 photo versus 3 photos, and how people were doing this sort of thing. And I feel like the discussion has really gone to another level, that it's taken us beyond just the pages of the magazine into how we can best reach those we're trying to reach in whatever platform we're using at the moment.
Great. So if you were talking to somebody who was on the fence about coming next year, what would you say to them to convince them that it's worth the time?
I would say it is hugely valuable. It's a wonderful resource. It's a great chance to interact with people. And most of all, it keeps getting more sophisticated each year. I'm always excited to see what's on the agenda. And each year there's always something more than I even expect that really delivers the goods and provides value to me.
So, and apart from the great educational content, how much fun do we have?
Oh, we have a lot of fun. I've got to say, the conference has really outdone itself this year. It's a wonderful location. My wife is terribly jealous. Everyone has a great time. The food is terrific, and it really is a great chance to network and get to know people. It's always a blast.
Thank you. So I'm going to ask you one more thing, if you don't mind, just about your experience with physician's practice overall, maybe for a separate purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So UVA has been working with physician's practice for years. It's a lot of work that you and your team specifically put into it. Can you talk about, given how much work it is, how valuable has physician's practice been in terms of your outreach to physicians?
We use physician's practice to reach to physicians across the entire Commonwealth of Virginia. So it's really one of our best methods of getting the word out about new treatments, about new offerings, new doctors, whatever we have going on. It's an excellent venue for communicating that to an audience that is very hard to reach otherwise.
And is there anything about the conference or about physician's practice that you'd want to let people know about that I didn't ask you about?
I would say that the conference itself has really continued to raise the bar for itself, in that every year there's something new and something interesting and a new approach. It's not just a matter of having a different topic for the discussion, but it's a whole nother level of how we go about doing business. And I know that I take that back to my organization, and it benefits not just me, but the folks I work with. And it's certainly timely, and it's certainly very applicable to the very fastly changing world of healthcare that we're all trying to work in right now.